Hey guys, it's Xander from Forever Bookish, and I'm here to talk to you about my top 10 books of 2015. Somehow it's already 2016. 2015 just flew by way too fast. But either way, here are my top 10 books of 2015. Coming in at number 10 is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This book was so fun and just such a great story. I loved all the twists and turns and the romance, and it was just such a fun book, and I cannot wait to read the sequel, The Boy Most Likely To. Number 9, Hello by Lisa Weimer. The book blew my expectations out of the water. The book had such a great plot with 5 intertwining storylines, and it was hard not to love this book. I loved the characters, and it was so fun to read, partly because of how it was written, and some of it was in script, some of it was in poem. It was just such an amazing experience. Coming in at number 8 is The Boy in the Black Suit by Jason Reynolds. Jason Reynolds is one of my favorite authors, and he's such a good friend, and I love his books so much. I cannot tell you how much I love his books. You need to read them. This book is about a funeral crasher. He's a teen whose mom just died, and he finds solace in funerals. Then he meets a girl who he becomes friends with, and it's just such an amazing story. Number 7 is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews. This book is so much fun. I just loved it, and I could not put it down. It had some awesome characters and a great idea, and it was sad and made you laugh, and it was just a really fun book to read. If you haven't read this, I definitely recommend it, and you should definitely see the movie as well, because the movie is an amazing adaptation. Coming in at number 6 is a book that had so many feels, and it is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. Adam Silvera is the coolest guy, and More Happy Than Not really blew my mind. Your heart broke for the characters, and you fell in love with the story, and the writing was amazing, and so good. So good. Coming in at number 5 is a picture book called The Queen's Hat, and it is by Steve Antony, a British illustrator and author, and this book, from the moment I saw it at BEA, I fell in love with it. I picked up this floppy copy, that rhymes, I fell in love with it. How can you not? Look at this, Big Ben, and wait. Big Ben. That was one of my Christmas presents this year, and I'm so happy. So yeah, I love Buckingham Palace Guards, and I love this book so much. It's so perfect. It's about Buckingham Palace Guards running all over London and just trying to find the Queen's hat. So it's really amazing. Next on my list is Every Day by David Levithan. This book was so enthralling, and I enjoyed every moment of it. It's about how a person is not defined by their body, but by what's inside, and it's really a beautiful story and message. Impacted me, and is a story you will love, and I cannot wait to read the companion novel. Number 3, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. One of the most famous classics of all time, and a book that really made the rounds in 2015 because of the release of Go Set a Watchman. This book, I read it for the first time last year, and it was so amazing. Her writing is fabulous. It was an amazing story, and I can definitely see why people love it so much. It's really hard to compare to all the other books because it's such a timeless book. Number 2 is a book that stayed with me way after I read it. And I sat there right before school was about to begin, and I finished the last page, and a little tear just trickled down my eye. It was so perfect, and it's so worth reading. It's about a controversial topic. It's about police violence and brutality. It switches viewpoints between a black teen who was hurt by the police, so it really stands out. Brendan Kiley and Jason Reynolds did such a good job co-writing this book, and I don't think anyone could have co-written it better. Number 1. This kind of isn't fair, but, you know. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated... Oh my gosh. Oh man. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. This is the first of the illustrated novels, and it's so beautiful. The illustrations are so perfect. I haven't finished rereading it yet, but I sped through it, and it just... I was so scared of rereading Harry Potter because I thought I wouldn't like it the second time around, but this proves that you can love a book no matter how many times you read it, and it never gets old. I think everyone should have it on their shelf. I mean, look at this. Look. How beautiful is that? Look at this. Look at this. I think it's so amazing. Look. And now for some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is Nil Unlocked, the sequel to Nil by Lynn Matson. I didn't include this because it was a sequel. This book was so good. So good. This is one of the books that I read like right away when I received it. It was such an amazing follow-up, and I cannot wait for Nil on Fire. Fire. The second honorable mention is Laughing Without an Accent by Firuze Dumas, and I probably butchered that, but I love her stories so much. It was the companion to Funny and Farsi, and her stories are just so great, and I can relate to them, and they're memoirs from her life in Iran and moving to America when she was young, and her family, and I just love all of them. That's it for top 10 books of 2015. What other 2015 videos should I do? Give me ideas. See you later.